This is the A-frame at full competition height. The pitch of the board is steep enough that any dog wanting to go fast will leap off. In competition, a judge will be on course to see if the dog touches the yellow zone. It doesn't matter to the judge how they touch the yellow, a front paw or a rear paw, even just a toenail in, and the judge is happy. The problem is the dogs can't understand touch the yellow. Most dogs, even very small dogs, when they're in a hurry, feel very comfortable leaping off without touching the yellow. Someone very smart came up with a performance the dogs can understand, and it works for all heights of dogs. The performance is commonly referred to as two on, two off.
Two on, two off. The dog will climb up and over the A-frame and stop at the bottom, with their two front feet on the grass and their two rear feet elevated and remaining on the board. Two on, two off. If you can teach your dog to hold this position until you release them, the judge will love your dog because they are clearly in the yellow, and you may be able to use it to your advantage to get ahead and into a better position for the rest of the course.
Getting your dog to perform the two on, two off position is a much higher standard than what the judge is looking for. If we train our dogs to do the two on, two off and we don't get exactly what we want it in competition, the judge with a much lower standard of looking for a toenail is still very happy. Aside from obviously not being a smart or safe performance by leaping off the A-frame, missing the yellow zone is a serious fault and your dog will not qualify.
In class, the A-frame will be lowered, and we'll be using a method called back chaining. This means we will work on the end first, the end being the two on, two off position. The first and most important step in training your dog for the two on, two off is to get them to happily hold this position independent of the handler. At first, this may be very difficult for your dog to understand. When your dog is in the two on, two off position, it's preferred that they stand. Sitting is acceptable if you can't get your dog to stand, but laying down will not work. Always keep in mind what the A-frame will look like at full height. Your first goal is to have your dog hold the position while you're standing up and facing forward. Your next goal is to be able to praise your dog and give them treats while they hold this position without you blocking them to stay on. You want your dog to be relaxed and happy while they're in the two on, two off position. We don't want them to think that we want them to be a statue. They need to breathe and be relaxed. Two on, two off. At first you can say stay, but you need to move away from that. You need to come up with a name for this position, a unique name that means two on, two off. The word should not be stop or wait. If the word has a different meaning to you, like touch, might mean touch your hand, this also would not be a good choice for this position.